Don't think for a second that circumstance makes the man. Man makes the circumstance. But before I get into this video and explain what that means, if you're new here, my name is Andrew Pandenberg. I'm a professional goalkeeper for Carolina Core FC and MLS Next Pro. It's my mission to help young goalkeepers like you develop supreme confidence and dominate on game day. If you get any value out of this video, like, subscribe, share with a goalkeeper friend. The bigger we build this community, it'll be a win-win for both of us. So back in the summer of 2017, I had just finished my first spring semester at Wake Forest University. I graduated early from high school and enrolled in that spring semester so I could get acclimated and ready for the fall season of my freshman year coming ahead. In the summer, I played USL 2 for the Charlotte Eagles, and pretty much the whole season I was a backup. I was actually a third string, and then the backup got kicked off the team, so then I became the backup. But I played one game that summer. Our last game of the season, we went to play NCFC, and we had to win to make the playoffs. We played at Wake Med Park, which is a really big soccer complex in Cary, North Carolina. The Final Four is hosted there every couple years in their big stadium field. The NCFC professional team, the first team, plays in that stadium. They play USL Championship, but we played on the field just next to it, one of the training fields, kind of like a smaller little stadium field. But we played our game, our USL 2 game on that field. Last game of the season, had to win to make the playoffs, and I was the backup for that game. We ended up winning like 3-1, something like that. And I remember we used the showers of the stadium field, and we went over there to change after the game. Everyone's celebrating in the showers. We made the playoffs, and I remember in that moment, obviously I was happy for the team that we won and we made the playoffs, and we actually went on to win the national championship later, which was pretty exciting. But I remember in that moment feeling a little down because I'd only played one game that summer. Even in that game, it felt like I didn't contribute to the team. I knew I was a part of the team, but at the same time, there's a part of you that wants to play and wants to be one of the main contributors. So I remember leaving that field and leaving that complex with just a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth. Fast forward 2 years later, 2.5, it's 2019, it's December, it's the Final Four of 2019 in Cary, in the stadium, on the stadium field, and I'm standing in front of 5,000, 6,000 people starting for my college team, Wake Forest, in a Final Four game. And I remember walking out onto the field. We played UVA in that game, and I remember walking out, the starting 11, walking out on the field, and having a thought in my head that was, man, how crazy is it to think that 2 years ago, I was the backup for my USL 2 team, feeling bad that I had only played one game that summer and hadn't really contributed to the team that season. And now here I am 2 years later, just 2 years later. Now I am the starter for my college team, one of the best college programs in the country, playing in a Final Four in the stadium field, not even on the side field. Now I'm in the stadium field and playing in front of 5,000, 6,000 people ready to compete for a Final Four, semifinal, and potentially get to the final and a national championship. And for me, it was just crazy to see how quickly things could change. I know 2 years might sound like a lot of time, but it went by so quick. And it was such a drastic change to where when I was at Wake that spring before that USL 2 summer, I didn't even play in the final spring game because my coach told me I trained so bad the week before. In the last spring game, everyone plays. I was the only person who didn't play. I go on to play USL 2 that summer. I only play one game. I'm the backup for that one game at NCFC. And then you fast forward 2 years later, and I'm now the starter for my college team. Again, starting in front of all these people in the stadium field and a Final Four. For me, I just wish someone could have come to me in that moment in the locker room after that USL 2 game and said, hey man, keep your head up, keep working, keep believing. Your moment is coming. And I wish someone would have told me, look what's possible for you. You can be the starter for your college team in a short period of time if you continue to work and believe and invest in yourself. And that's what's possible for you. Because in the moment, it didn't feel like that. It felt like, I'm just the backup for my USL 2 team. Some of these negative thoughts and negative feelings tend to compound sometimes. But I wish I could have had the perspective to tell myself that. But I guess at the time, I had just never seen what was possible for me. So it was hard to have that perspective in the moment. So when it comes to you, I know you might be in a situation right now that might be a bit difficult. You might be the backup. You might be the third string. You might not be making rosters. You might not be taking as many reps as you want in practice. And I'm here to tell you, like I said in the beginning, your circumstances do not define you. Your current circumstances do not define you. You are the one who is in charge of defining what the circumstance and what your situation means to you right now. And you have to be the one who is able to dream of what you want and believe in that future and craft that future in front of you and believe in it on a daily basis. No one is gonna believe in your dreams and see it for you more than you will see it for yourself. I'll go back to one of my favorite books, 3 Magic Words. Highly recommend. Go get it. It'll change your life. But like I shared in the first clip of the video, there's a quote from the book that I really like. It says, "No great man or woman has ever lived who has not risen above circumstance, literally denying the reality of lack, limitation, illness, poverty, and inferiority." And then he goes on to say, "Don't think for a single minute that circumstance makes the man. Man makes the circumstance." So again, what does this mean for you? It means that whatever you're going through right now is only a temporary thing. And you, again, have to have the ability to think and to dream and to paint that vision for yourself and believe in something that is so much greater than just this moment. Because again, you look at my situation, I only wish I had in that moment in that USL2 game, the ability to say, hey, this is just a temporary thing. Being a backup right now is just a temporary thing. There's a future ahead of me that is amazing and beyond anything I could even dream of or think of. But it all depends on what I'm doing right now and the belief that I have in myself and the belief that I have in my future. So for you, take some time to step away from what's going on around you right now. Take some time on your own, alone, and dream of what do you want to happen in the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? Dream of just what is possible. I know it can be hard because sometimes we look at what's going on around us right now and we think that that defines us and that controls what is possible for us in our lives. But again, that couldn't be further from the truth. You have to know and believe that anything can happen at any moment. And it all is predicated on the belief that you have in your future and the vision that you paint for yourself, the work ethic that you put in on a daily basis, and how often you can return to that vision in your head and believe in it, no matter, again, what is going on around you. So I hope that this story can give you a bit of inspiration. Again, I wish someone would have been able to tell me in that moment when I was feeling a bit down that, man, you got a big future in front of you. You got a bright future in front of you. And this applies to you as well. You have a huge future in front of you, but it's only going to be that way if you can believe in it and if you can see it. And again, no one's going to see it for you. No one's going to come in and tell you, hey, you can do this. This is possible for you. This is what it looks like for you in the future. You have to be the one who does it for yourself. You have to be the one that paints that vision in your head, that dream in your head, and believes in it and returns to it on a daily basis. That's the only way it's ever going to be possible, is if you believe in it first. So continue to find ways on a daily basis to think about your dreams and live your dreams in your head so that you can put the work in on a daily basis to be ready for when the opportunity comes, for when those dreams are available. So again, your external circumstances in the moment right now are just that. They're temporary. They are fleeting. And your future is unlimited if you can paint that picture and if you can believe in it and if you can put the work in on a daily basis. So never let what's going on around you define who you are or what you think is possible for yourself. Because again, that is all internal. That is all here. So continue to work on a daily basis. Continue to believe. Continue to invest in yourself. Continue to set the course for your life and your future and your career, because again, that is all up to you. I didn't say it was easy. I didn't say it was easy to believe in these dreams. You're gonna have a bunch of people try to put you in a box and tell you what you're capable of. And if you tell them some of these big dreams, they'll try to shoot you down. But again, that's only the limitations that they've put on themselves, and they want to put that on you. Dream as big as possible in your head. Only share them with people that you know will tell you that, hey, yeah, you can do that. I believe in you. And continue to put one foot in front of the other on a daily basis. But I hope this story, like I said, inspires you, shows you that you can go from being a backup in USL2 and then just 2 years later be a starter for a top college team in a Final Four. And again, all of this is all predicated on you being able to think and to dream, believe believing in that dream, believing in yourself, and then going to work, putting it in on a daily basis, and understand again, you are the one who makes the circumstance of what's going on around you. The circumstance doesn't make you. You make the circumstance. So believe in your future, believe in your dreams, put the work in on a daily basis, and man, just watch what is possible and watch how your dreams unfold in front of you. So like I said, continue to work, continue to believe. Let's keep doing it every single day, and we'll talk soon.